And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to Batman Return of the Joker, the sequel to the first NES Batman game, and also developed by Sunsoft. As you can see, well, it also has an interesting intro here with Joker just laughing because he feels like it. I don't know how he survived the fall on the previous game, to be honest. A little bit surprised about that, but hey, maybe it was just a doll that dropped on the ground. It's okay. And you have Batman and, his concentrating key. That's why those rocks are flying like that. Clearly. He learned how to manipulate key. But yeah, this game is supposed to be a mixture between Mega Man and Contra. Mostly Contra for what I saw. And I'm not very good at Contra. The only thing that gives me a little bit of hope is that when you pause, you have a password. So assuming you have a password, it should mean that, you can, in theory, save your progress. There is a little bit of acceleration in this game. But yeah. Also, how is it going, Draynor? It's a very late NES game, by the way. The fact that it's 1991, I think it said. That's very late into the NES life cycle. Now, the thing that I don't like about being a Contra clone is that you can change your weapons a lot. And that's not a good thing. I normally want to stay with a weapon that that I know that works. But here, since a lot of times it's hard to not pick up a weapon, right? It's kind of like Ghosts and Goblins. The fact that you have to constantly dodge weapons, because otherwise it's you pick up the bad ones. And the problem is that in that game, most weapons are bad ones. This song is a banger. Yeah, the soundtrack is, if it's like the one on the previous game, it's for sure gonna be fantastic. I never played or seen the sequel. Well, you are seeing it right now. So you're also seeing Batman dying, though. You saw this on a Super Mario World ROM hack. It makes sense. Now you can, I don't know if I showed it, but you can slide by pressing down plus jump. Wait, what was this jump? Not hitting that, but yeah. So apparently this C, I don't know what these initials mean at all, but C is apparently the strongest weapon. So far it seems that it's killing every opponent for free. So I don't know what B stands for. You see on the top left you have the life bar, which is L for life, makes sense. But then what's B? Because pressing select doesn't do anything. So it's not like I can switch weapon. Unless I press select plus something else. That could work. Or no, maybe not. Well, I don't know what that B is. I know that the previous game also had a B. But that B in the previous game, I assume it was for points. This one doesn't look like it's for points, considering that it's actually actively being tracked. Seems like it's something that might be more gameplay related, but I have my doubts. Oh, god damn it, a sack of shit. Yes, oh, this is the shotgun. Shotgun. You can also charge it. I'm pretty sure that you can charge every power-up. Wait, what? Oh, I was... Where are we going? Okay, now we're fighting someone, though. What the hell? This turns into a fighting game? Well, I wasn't expecting that. But a fighting game is a little bit of a generous description here, but then it completely changes the way the life works for the bosses. That's very cool. I wish more NES games did that, or more games in general. That's super cool. So this guy is a shover. There is no way I lose here. And there is just no way. That was cool. Now, unfortunately, I don't know how the checkpoint system works. Like, if you lose all your lives, do you retry from your... Well, I lost all my lives, but this one makes sense that it starts from 2-1. But if I'm in 2-2 or 2-3 and I lose all my lives, do I start from those or all the way to 2-1? Because depending on that, the difficulty can be pretty hard. You planning on playing more of the Sons of Games? Well, at some point I plan on playing a Sons of Game that I play on my childhood. That is supposed to be a Mahjong tile game for the PS1. Nothing out of the ordinary, but it was one of my childhood games, so I will play that one. Aside from that, I don't know how many other Sons of Games I know. But I feel like I played quite a bunch of Sons of Games in my childhood. But I wouldn't be able to tell you which. What? Oh, that's a platform. Okay. Yeah, that was obvious. That guy looks cool, I gotta say. Oh. And for being a very random shover, he definitely looks cool. Now, that guy apparently is resistant to electricity. Well, good for him. Oh, nice. I don't know how the NES Blaster Master games are, but the modern ones are good. I don't know. Oh shit, we are flying. This is a shoot 'em up section. That's pretty cool. This game has it all. So you can see a game like this that makes a lot of use of the NES. Like, it really uses it to its full potential. You can see that the sprites are starting to have issues showing. Blaster Master Zero was a remake of the NES one. Yeah, I don't know, I haven't played the original, but that's not my type of game at all, so I don't think I would. Hey, how is it going golden? You know, like, those type of games are definitely not my thing. I will probably pass on that. And this guy is loaded. Right? Oh, another one? Another ones. In plural. I think this is my last life, isn't it? We will know if I... Oh, we gotta... Oh, okay, there is no boss on this one. We have an image of the Batmobile randomly. Because it feels like showing it, you know? Yeah, the music is good. I mean, it's just like the previous game. The music is just very well done. What the hell? Is that a wizard? I didn't know the world of Batman had wizards. That's cool. I mean, I know that you have people... Oh, so that snow doesn't represent the bridge. The bridge is represented by wood. Now, I know that the world of Batman has guys like the Scarecrow, but that guy is supposed to use drugs, right? It's not like he actually has magic, he's just a master of being an asshole. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I don't think he's an actual mage, right? I'm not sure. Well, regardless, here just like in the previous game, and just like the title tells you, this is a game about the Joker. I mean, I don't know if the other characters are OCs. They are most likely OCs. Oof, that was close. Now, I don't know who is shooting from above, because they are not these enemies, so if they are not these enemies, who could it be? I have a feeling that as slow as I try to go, it's not gonna save me from getting fucked. Correct. That is indeed correct. I don't know who is shooting from above. And more importantly, well, you can slide, I guess, to those shit. Just that sliding in a place like this seems... Well, here you cannot, you need to jump. I don't think sliding is a good idea. Not to mention, you don't really have time to react to these missiles. They don't seem very reactable whatsoever. Wow, he shoot one. That was a double KO. But yeah, I wish I knew what... Oh, I can shoot up. Well, that's cool. I don't need it though, but hey, nice to know. I mean, it would be nice if I could shoot diagonally to hit these things, but it's fine. So I really don't know how to deal with those things, unfortunately. It seems that they are made to hit you no matter what, but... I mean, I know where they appear, so I can anticipate them. I don't know if that's the intended way of doing it, like just bait and switch. Okay, and you can kill that guy when he comes on screen, but dodging the first projectile doesn't seem that easy. Right? I think there is another missile here, perhaps? Maybe not. But I think there was a wizard. Ah, shit. There is another missile, yeah. And that has ice physics, as you would expect, but the projectile sends you flying. Well, flying. Not flying, it's skating. Sends you skating. Keep in mind that what has ice physics is not the snow. Well, I mean, what I'm gonna say is obvious, but what has ice physics is not the snow, it's the ice. Yeah, no shit. But yeah, it's how it works. So this snow doesn't have ice physics. You can see a little bit of an acceleration, but that's just the normal way it works. Not really the snow that's doing that. So this is snow, and this is ice. See? You can see the difference. Here you have ice physics, but here you just have regular physics. Alright. It's gonna be hard. So I'm mostly worried about this place. It seems like you have to full charge, cause... Wow. That was very lucky, though. I don't think I can withstand that many hits. Hey Colo, how is it going? This is the second Batman NES game. Released in 1991. Very late in the NES lifespan. And even more surprising, it's not the last Batman on the NES. There is another one that released a year later. Surprisingly. Yeah. That one... There will be time for that one. I'm still not sure how to deal with these guys. Is that no matter what you do... So you can kill them with a slide, that's very weird, but you don't want to slide in ice. It really sends you flying. Though I'm not sure exactly what type of damage the slide does. Because you cannot break crates, for example. Need to play Robocops. I could consider it. I mean, nice to play good NES games. A shame that there are so few of them, but yeah. You see a good one. It's a good thing. Still don't know what to do here. I guess I could. Yeah, but I cannot even jump because there are the missiles from above. You heard the rumors about sparking Zero? That depends on what the rumors are. Wait, hold up. These guys don't stop appearing. I mean, it wouldn't be that big of a deal if the tornado wasn't so deadly, but the tornado is extremely deadly. Not much you can do about that. Hey, what rumors are you talking about? They have a surprise in the game that they haven't shown yet? Well, that's the same as saying nothing. Like, I don't know what to think about that. That could be a lot of things. Like, it could be a new character. It could be that the game is gonna get delayed. A surprise is a very generic word, you know. It could be a positive surprise, it could be a negative surprise. You will never know until you see it. That's why I don't like surprises. Rumor has it there will be a character that doesn't exist. Well, I mean, keep in mind that in Dragon Ball Fighters you got a character that doesn't exist, which is Android 21. So it wouldn't be the first time that... Well, not to mention the Xenoverse games also have characters that are not from the original canon. So I don't think that's something out of the question, right? Though I'm pretty sure they did show all the characters already. Like, there was a screenshot that got leaked that showed showed the whole roster with how much destruction points each character has. Because apparently the online rank matches in that game will allow you a maximum of 5 destruction points. And each character, you know, of 15. You can do a team with 15 destruction points. And, well, with that, you can see which are supposed to be the strongest characters and whatnot. There's gonna be a Gohan Black arc. I don't see much of a point on doing that, but I mean, not the worst idea they had. Will be worse. And this guy is the one that keeps killing me, but I'm not sure how to deal with him. Because I don't think that crouching works. I think that that thing hits you regardless of if you're crouching or not. So, I don't know. These guys are truly a problem no matter what. And that tornado, I just think it's not dodgeable unless you have to land on that small platform and jump again. It could be. Really? Damn it. I I kinda dig it. Well, I personally don't really care for anything original like that, because the last thing that Dragon Ball needs is more shit, considering that there are already 2 full arcs in the manga that are not in the game. Like, none of the characters from that manga are in the game. So adding even more shit that has nothing to do with what's supposed to be there, I don't think it's a good idea personally. It's whatever, you know. Okay, so here... Okay, this was... I remember this. Well, the outcome wasn't that bad. So this was the one that... Was it? Yeah, it was him, and I still couldn't do anything even knowing he was there. Of course, another one. Okay. I don't know if this counts as a checkpoint, unfortunately. Like, it is a checkpoint as long as you have lives, but when you game over, I think you go back to 3-1. Well, it's purely a speculation, because it has not happened yet, but I'm afraid that might happen. If it is like the previous game, that will only happen with bosses. So in that case we will be fine, but how many of these things fall down even? Oh. Hey, I'm surprised that didn't kill me. Oh, and this guy is the first one that doesn't die in one shoot from that. What? Really? The power-ups block you? That's so fucked up. And I got the shot... Oh, never mind. I got the regular shot. That's a problem. And I get the... Yeah, but... Well, we will see how the checkpoints work now. Okay, thankfully we don't need to repeat 3-1, so we are free from that stage. We gotta celebrate. But then these falling blocks are fucked up because you have no way of knowing which one is gonna be a falling block. That's due to legal reasons. Yeah, well, I don't care. Like, that's not my problem, you know? Oh, hold up, you actually know which block falls. The block that falls is in black and white. Didn't realize. Captain America and the Avengers. Yeah, but that one I think it's a beat 'em up. Well, at least the arcade one is. Not sure if it has an NES version, how it would be. So the problem here is that the recoil from that guy kills you. Well, because it throws you out of the platform, so that seems like a problem. But we will see. Yeah, I can't believe that the split rocks actually killed you there. I'm surprised I got past this thing. Like on the first try. Don't know what sort of magic I employed, but... So I think if you are crouching, you don't get recoil that much. I think that's how it works. Not sure though. Oh yeah, this thing. I don't know what happened last time that it made me lose my power up there, but it's alright. Maybe it's that the power-ups actually have like a limited amount of shots you can do. Now, this looks like a problem. This looks like a problem. Oh, and you cannot slide launch yourself from one platform to the other. Damn, so I don't know how to do that part. That seems messed up. Alright, that's fine. Well, that B meter that I still have no clue what it does. is almost full, or I think it is full. No, not full by 1, but what does that do? I am really curious, because it doesn't seem that it matters what button combination I do. Doesn't seem like I can do anything outside of what I'm already doing. Because it doesn't seem like it's something that I can use at any time. I think that it's something that when it gets full, maybe you become invincible or something. I don't know. It's a weird choice of unless would be very fucked up if it's the amount of continues you can use, and every time you use a continue, the bar gets filled. Okay, here comes. So it's an invincibility mode. I guess I should have expected, but the problem is that that's something that is kind of impossible to set up on your own. Do I die here? No while crouching. I do die on the other side, but I don't even know how to do this sham. Oh, that works. Oh, a spider? I never seen that suit in Batman. Well, you know, Batman is a very wealthy guy. He has a shit ton of gadgets and suits and all of that, so I think that's a surprise. He has probably enough suits to finance a cosplay convention all by himself. Now this looks fucked up. I don't think I can walk into the platform, right? It doesn't look like I can walk into it. Just in case I do that sham. I also cannot walk off. I need to sham. And I'm pretty sure that pillar will kill me. That pillar that is on the other platform. Oof, yeah, it will have killed me. Okay, nice. Oh, we got someone. Oh, and this time we have equal HP, so it's not gonna be a shover battle like the previous one. And that hurts. Not sure how to dodge shit. I don't think you have any room to dodge that shit, huh? I mean, if I simply just keep tanking this guy, I should be able to win. I think, or maybe not. I'm not so sure anymore now, if it is enough or not. Theoretically, I could simply fly behind him to dodge his bullshit. I mean, if I do that, he simply... No, he flies where I am. And I'm dead. Well, we respawn here, but the problem is that now I don't have my weapon. I mean, my previous... Oh, never mind, I do have it. That's good to know. Hey, that doesn't seem dodgeable in any way. And he is looking at the side that you are looking, so... Okay, never mind, he wasn't looking there. Huh. The problem is that jumping behind him doesn't seem very doable. Okay, it's doable there, I guess. Yeah, it is a little bit of a weird boss, I gotta say. A little bit. He's doing some very dumb shit, I gotta say. I mean, right now my life advantage is very clearly enough to just tank him until he dies. So. Not to mention that when you get hit, you can simply go behind him and the amount of damage you get hit by is very little, so you can simply do that. Jump behind him when he lands. No needed. Alright. So now we're on a train. Unfortunately, this is one of those auto-scrolling stages, so we don't have our own piece here. No, not piece. It's base, the word I was looking for. We don't have our own pace, we are playing on the game's pace. We cannot go slowly. Well, depends on your definition of slowly. But yeah. You gotta be more careful. So far, and I hope I don't regret saying that later. Oof, I almost fucked up. I like the way the checkpoint system works because it's a super permissive checkpoint system, like extremely permissive. Oh, and I'm about to turn into super. I don't know if that's a good thing here or not because I cannot really go too fast. Well, we beat that, so it doesn't matter. What's this? And but a lot of these C power-ups. At this point it feels like the C power-up is the default power-up in the game. And that everything else is like a rarity. Including the actual default shot. It's a little bit weird, but... Uh-oh, we have an elevator section with conveyor belts. It's the whole thing, huh? You can shoot upwards, and that's pretty nice, but... not shooting upwards here... I don't know how useful it would be. Oh! I turned super. It's a shame that I'm completely out of health. Okay, one more hit is gonna kill me, so... I'm afraid that I won't be able to make too much use of it. It's okay though. Yeah, it's pretty funny to see games like this where there really seems to be absolutely no reason to have a life system in the first place, because when you lose all your lives, what happens is that you go to the game over screen where you can decide to continue. But if you do that, you get back into the same place you will be if you lost a single life. So losing all your lives and losing a single life has the same effect, which means that there really is not that much of a reason to have lives in the first place. But it's something that I mentioned some other time, but this is around the time that the consoles were starting to be its own thing separated from arcades instead of being an absolute copycat of what arcades do and trying to basically translate everything that is in the arcades into a console. So they still keep something like the life system even when it's not really needed at all. But yeah. So how high are we going here? Okay, sure. But I could... more C. I do wonder what C stands for here. I'm assuming canon. Problem is that the checkpoint here is at the start of the stage. So you have two elevators. And unfortunately, we need to get through both of them. So that is indeed a problem. The elevators are gonna have a... Though in this situation here, I think that when you get hit a lot before the actual challenging section, the best thing you can probably do is just die to recover your things, because if there is no difference between losing one life or all of them, may as well try to engage the checkpoint in the most optimal way possible. Differently from something like Mega Man, where losing all your life makes you go to the beginning of of the level instead of the checkpoint. Here that doesn't really seem to matter. But I gotta be thankful that is the case. It will be a little bit of a mess if it wasn't. Alright, we have more of those little turrets shooting, I think. The solution to that is sliding. It's just that with these conveyor belts, it's a little bit hard to slide accurately. And you have to wait for the elevator to come here. It's okay. Now, at least on the next elevator section, I think that I should be fine. I could even turn super. I mean, I say turn super because I have no clue what the name of the suit is supposed to be. If it even has a name. I don't know. So we have more turrets. And keep in mind that I cannot shoot down these turrets, so the only thing you can do about them is dodging. You cannot do much more than that. Still have a decent amount of life. Nice. And this is a boss fight. Oh, it looks like a machinery. It is a machinery. And it has more power than I do. Now, that's an interesting meter. I'm assuming you're gonna get hit no matter what. Yeah, okay. They are supposed to prevent that meter to be filled. But means that that's hard to do. Especially when you're getting shot by so much hit. You cannot dodge that thing. You really need to prevent him from doing that. Not to mention that it seems like the hitbox is a little bit weird in the first place. It seems like you need to be relatively precise to hit it. It's okay. Now, I don't know how many lives I have left, and that's a little bit of a problem, because depending on that... Let this thing... Okay. So that the bar went relatively down. To mention that this guy should also be able to die. Pretty sure. There you go. Nice. I like the fact that the bosses give you enough health to learn the boss before it's a problem. Alright. Stage 5. Now, I don't know if this stage will be the last one or not, because in the previous game, stage 5 was the last one. But I don't know. It could be, it could not be, I don't know. But just like in the previous game, the water looks very good for being an NES game. Like, I mean, sometimes it's hard to think that this is an NES game. But it is. Because it looks like it was from Super Nintendo. I mean, I guess that the Super Nintendo has a different color palette and all of that, but... Hey Wasabi, how is it going? Yeah, I'm Batman. Oh, hold up. I think that you don't have any way to get a weapon in this level. And you start with the basic one, so... Well, then again, this guy's dying one hit, so I don't think that matters, actually. Well, if that's the case, I shouldn't be any problem. Not sure how to deal with those little devices. But that one, it worked. Okay, this one doesn't die in one hit though. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay. Yeah, that one seems very hard to dodge. Maybe you're supposed to go in before they start falling. It's a possibility. Yeah. And you know that I wasn't expecting doing... a Batman marathon, though. I don't promise that I will do one, but I want to at least play the NES trilogy. Though I'm not sure how good of a game is the next one. With NES games, you always have to be careful about that. So you could be heading into some very real shit. You wouldn't know until it's too late, you know? You gotta be careful. So, believe it or not, I actually played a Batman game that is relatively modern. Like, I played Batman Arkham City on PS3, and it was a very good game. I enjoyed it. Wait, can I despawn that? I might be able to. Yeah, I can. Though I don't think you can still dodge that. Have you come a very bad NES game in the past? No, the problem is that NES games in general are... It's kinda like this. About 80% of the NES library is trash. Obviously, that means that there is a 20% that isn't. But deciding to play an NES game is a very dangerous thing to do. Because if you do it without any sort of recommendation or any idea on what you're doing, chances are that you're gonna play trash. You know, that's the problem. What? You disagree? Wait, what emote is that? Okay, never mind. That means that Draenor agrees. Draenor agrees. But yeah, that's the thing. The NES, if you... Let's assume you have every NES game in the NES library, right? And you wanna play one of them, and you select one of them randomly. Without any criteria, you choose random. Like, you just pick one at random. So, if you do that, chances are that the game that you pick is gonna suck balls. So yeah, more like 90%. Yeah, it could be. It's around 80 or 90, but yeah, that's the problem. Because when it comes to NES, like, or rather, when you hear a statement like that, you might be thinking to yourself, hold up, I can name at least 10 good NES games, and then you will mention something like, you know, Super Mario Bros., The Legend of Zelda, DuckTales, Mega Man, well, since we're playing Batman, you could mention... Well, when I say 10, I mean 10 of different franchises, because mentioning 10 is very easy. You just name every Mega Man game on the NES and you already have 6 of them. So yeah, but if you mention from different franchises, it's also possible. Like, you can add a Contra to the list. You can add, well, many other ones that won't come to my mind right now, but you can definitely name 10. Problem is that you can mention 10 in a library that has like 800, if not, no, I'm pretty sure way more than 800. That's the issue. Also, what the hell? Who do I deal with? Oh, that was a crate? Oh, and it even had the power up. That's pretty cool. I wasn't aware it was a breakable crate. No. Ah, shit, nice. Nice, damn, that was so lucky. Oh, and we have another shoot 'em up section. Amazing. Yeah, I had no life remaining. But don't worry, since we were able to beat that level... Now, imagine how insanely hard this game will be if instead of allowing you to continue from the exact stage that you died on Game Over, if they made you go back to the first one. So instead of 5-2, I will have to replaying 5-1 now. And it will be even worse in that snow stage with those weird tornado guys. That will have been a torture. It will have been absolute torture. But yeah, thankfully, the devs knew better than that. I mean, it will still be beatable, it's just that the difficulty will be close to something like Ninja Gaiden. Alright, we got that stage. Well, Ninja Gaiden, essentially, that's where the difficulty comes from. The game in itself is not that hard. It's simply that the checkpoints are absolutely fucked. Even more so on the last stage when you face the final boss. At that point, it's just unreasonable. It's a shame. If it wasn't for that, it will be a game that will be a lot more, well, not just popular, but also a lot more beloved, right? Oh, those are falling blocks. Okay, careful with that. Oh, and we have a conveyor belts. Alright. Nice, no problem. What do we have here? No, I don't want the shotgun. Oh. Wait, are we gonna fight a tank? Well, kinda. Can I get into it? So I cannot get into the tank. Even though I could easily just beat the shit out of these assholes. But I guess he prefers shooting them instead. Now the problem is that I don't have the weapon that kills them in one hit, so killing them now will be a lot harder. But that seems like a problem. I also wonder how hard that section with the lasers on the previous screen would have been if it wasn't for the fact that I got the invincibility thing. Like, it could have the potential to be a problem, though it didn't look that hard, but there are a lot of things that might not look hard, and once you get to do them, they are hard. You should never rule them out. Also, just in case, because you know, you never know that I might have a power outage or something. So yeah, just in case, the password is there. So did you know that this thing by default, like the emulator by default saves states every 5 minutes, just in case, you know, something happens and you can resume it. But I don't like that, so I disable that option. I just simply don't like when an emulator saves states without my consent. Well, I mean, technically there is a checkbox, but the point is that I don't want it to be something automatic. Not to mention, I'm most likely not gonna use them anyways. Wait, this is the Shoker. So this is already the final boss. And the Shoker that is using a Dr. Wily type of weapon. That's fucked up. And he's shooting bubbles. Doesn't seem like a very smart thing to do, if you ask me. I don't think so. Now the question is, if I lose all my lives here, I will need to go back. So I have a better question. How am I gonna deal enough damage when I don't have my trusty weapon? I have the basic ass weapon that deals no damage whatsoever. In fact, as you can see, he hasn't even gone past 100,000. Now he has gone past that. Leak password, of course. You know, My worry here is that I'm dealing no damage. On the right side, this is the final boss, so you know that... Well, I'm assuming it's the final boss. It's the Shoker, and the game is called Return of the Shoker. But yeah, this is gonna take forever. Like, unless the game, now that I die, gives me the other weapon, this is never gonna end. Yeah, well, that's a problem. That is a real problem, indeed. There's nothing I can do. I mean, dodging these bubbles shouldn't be that hard to do, but... The problem is not on dodging the bubbles or whatnot. The problem is in dealing damage. Well, it's a bunch of both, because you cannot dodge the patterns correctly, you're just gonna get fucked. I don't know how to dodge that dive though. Not to mention, I don't know when he does it. I don't think he has an animation before it, right? Do you? Because for some reason he points upwards. But I don't know what's the meaning of him pointing upwards. Is he saying that our god is in the sky then? Very, very religious from Shoker. I wasn't expecting something like that. Now, assuming I have enough margin to receive some damage, seems like the best place to be is this one. He only deals damage here when he specifically comes to the right to shoot bubbles. But differently from the left, I don't get hit by the dive. And more importantly, it seems that he shoots less bubbles on the right side. Like, well, at all, right? The only problem is that I deal less DPS since I have to be shooting like a moron. But I guess it is not that bad, all things considered. Prepare to meet your maker? Huh. Yeah, it could be. The kind of thing that the Shoker probably will say, maybe. Now the question is how much damage do the bubbles deal? Because the dive, we already seen that it deals... Okay, the dive deals 4,000 and the bubbles deal 5,000? This is a very rare case where the contact damage is actually lower than the projectile damage. Sure, why not? I don't mind. In fact, right there, I think I'm not even supposed to sham to dodge the bubble. What I can tell you is that this is gonna take forever. That's something that I can tell you without a doubt. But yeah, it's alright. It happens. I'm used to things like this, so there is no need to panic. No, absolutely no need. Probably I've beaten bosses that take longer than this. Especially in I Wanna Be the Guy fan games. But worry not. Have this under control. I don't know if this is gonna be the attempt, because it seems that I still wasn't sure how to dodge the bubbles. Well, I'm still also not 100% sure. Some of those patterns seem relatively hard to dodge. It's very weird, especially considering the insane amount of health that this guy has, that unlike the other boss fights, you don't get the other weapon that you always, well, pretty much having like 90% of the game. It's okay. I mean, I could win this attempt, but I don't know, I think I received too much unnecessary damage. That's the issue. much damage that could have been avoided. He does have some RNG, I think, even if it's not that noticeable. There's definitely RNG in what he does, but the problem is that right now he's halfway through. That's the problem. Oh, and not even yet. He's still not halfway through. That's quite an issue. I wanna check, since this attempt doesn't seem to be the one, if I can find a good strategy to shoot him from below, but the issue with doing that are the dives he does. Those dives seem impossible to deal with. If you are in the middle, that is, obviously. Not a problem if you are not. Maybe you can slide them. Although if you slide them like that, you're gonna end up hitting a bubble. Probably not for the best. Yeah, they seem hard to react to. Okay, so if you lose all your lives, you go back to the previous one. That's weird. I think that will make more sense if you could pick up a weapon here, but you can't. You can only pick up a weapon in Seeds 1. Well, thankfully this part is not hard whatsoever, but a little bit of a weird choice, I have to say. I mean, the boss itself is a weird choice. It's alright though, no problem. I mean, I was kinda expecting something like that. Though I think that so far, that hasn't happened yet, right? The fact that I died to a boss. I don't think I died to a boss yet. Well, except for the choker, obviously. But yeah, getting past that is easy. But yeah, the problem is here. Tried to position myself and he kinda didn't let me. I think it seems pretty clear that the DPS is a lot higher if you shoot him behind him. I mean, to the point that I'm not even sure if he might even receive more damage from getting shot in the middle instead of shooting him from the side. It's hard to tell. The amount of damage he receives currently is 160 per hit, I think. I think that's what it is. So 160 if it is from the side. I don't wanna use this attempt to try to see what happens if I hit from the middle, but I guess if this attempt fails, which will happen, I wanna see what happens in the middle. You have to champ like crazy if your idea is doing the most amount of damage possible from the side. Really gotta champ a lot. Well, champ a lot and obviously spam bullets like a maniac. Yeah, I think that simply because of the way that dive works and how hard it is to predict he's gonna dive, I don't think it's a good idea to go to the center, even if I deal more damage, which I still don't know if it's the case. Yeah, but that shit is so random, goddamn. Really? It would be nice if you had a turbo button. It would be even nicer if the default weapon, just like the other weapons, had something that you could do with it by holding the shot button. No, the default doesn't have something like that for some weird reason. Maybe they didn't want it to make the association too obvious with the Mega Buster. I mean, the power-ups are already a very dead giveaway that it's inspired by Contra, so Because it's not just obviously the concept of power-up, because that's something that a lot of games have, but it's the fact, it's the way the power-ups look when you pick them up. Like, that's extremely Contra-like, dude. That's just very, very similar to Contra. Damn it. I don't know what to think with this amount of health. I think I'm 5 hits away from death, or maybe 6. Maybe 6 hits away from death. No, I am 5 actually. And now I'm 3 hits away from death, god damn it. I don't think that doing this from the center will be any smarter. Really don't think so. Or, I mean, we could make the test, since there are 2 more attempts before needing to retry the tank section. Can make the next attempt be a test fully on the middle. I simply don't think it's a good idea. It will be a miracle if I manage to beat it in this attempt, though. I can also get lucky. Damn it, dude. Well, here no matter what, the next hit will kill me. Got him. Though he's not dead, he was sent flying. So it might not be the end. No, it's not the end. Tim, a boss fight like that and it's not the end of the game. That's fucked up. That means that I could expect something worse from the final boss. Jeez. I don't know what to think about that. That seems like a problem. Yeah, that does seem like a big problem. 'Cause that felt hard enough, I will say. It's okay. At least we don't have to redo that. So, to make sure, I'm gonna check the password. Okay. You gotta make sure that you don't miss the password. It will be a problem otherwise. What a weird ass boss fight. You will think that at some points the devs will think, no, that has too much health. No, that's not the case. It's fine. Right? But what even are these bubbles? Or, I think a better question is, why will bubbles kill me? Now that seems like a better question. Apparently bubbles are too powerful for Batman. Ah shit, and there are more. Man, I feel like there are some things I don't quite understand when it comes to deciding what sprite to use. Why will you decide to use a sprite that looks like a bubble for something that supposedly kills you? I mean, this was a game like Toy Story or some shit like that, I guess it might make sense. Someone like Batman dying to bubbles doesn't seem like a good choice, to me at least. To mention the hitbox of these bubbles is quite big. Uh-oh. Are these moving platforms? They are. Oh, and the spikes are an insta-kill. The spikes are an actual insta-kill. Well, that's a problem. That is indeed a problem. I wasn't expecting that. Expecting to... Well, that's a very Mega Man inspired thing, right? Like having spikes insta-kill you. Very Mega Man of you, indeed. I'm getting quite fucked. I don't even want to imagine what other stuff this could have. Though I gotta assume that after fighting the Shocker in some kind of flying machine, I probably will have to afterwards fight Shocker normally, right? Like, I wouldn't believe that it's simply a random boss fight and that's the end of that. That will be weird. You cannot even hit this guy. It seems like it will be pretty hard to travel through that whole thing without having the invincibility thing. I wonder what happens if you spam slide. Well, except for the places where you will actually die. Like oh. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but it's as I say, without this I don't know how I will get past that part without getting fucked. It's a shame that you cannot shoot what shoots the bubbles, because there is nothing shooting the bubbles. I mean, it's that thing, but it doesn't count as an enemy. It's part of the stage. Wait, how did that go through the bubble? God damn it. Alright, and keep in mind that here spikes one-shot you. That's very evil. Oh, I don't know where this thing is gonna go. Team, that went down a lot faster than I expected. That went down at top speeds, really. Full speed, no chill. I'm gonna pick this up. Hey, a lot of this, not even sure how you're intended to dodge them, though I think just like in that place with the random missiles in the snow area, I think it's simply that you need to bait them and that's it. That was very close. Oh, that disappeared, really? Alright. Nice. So... oh, yeah, don't jump, though. I guess I know what happened. It's slide, because I think I pressed jump while I was holding down. So yeah, that's my bad. One more gives me the invincibility, right? Probably. This guy behaves in a very weird way. I could get it here and instead use it to get past all this horseshit, but I don't think it's that worth it. I think it's as worth it as doing it in the previous section. But it's alright. Still kinda saved me from one of them, so I guess I will take it. Oh, that was him. I got hit at the top. So when you get hit in the air and you land, you kinda have a little amount of time where you cannot move. So yeah, that's an issue. Alright, so that's how you're supposed to deal with that one. And then this one, simply you're supposed to crouch. So it's not that hard, simply that you're kinda supposed to be patient about it. What a... Man, that platform was colluding against me. Unbelievable. Oh, I forgot that it's better to slide against that guy instead of trying to shoot him, since you don't have the weapon. Not a good idea. I also don't know what will happen after that part where you get killed by the spikes. I don't know if there is more stage after that. So conserving your health might be smart. Oh, these bubbles are gonna drive me insane. Not to mention how insanely random they are. Like, they are extremely random. Alright, one more of this and I will get invincible. Don't mind me if I do. He kinda gets like a Gatling gun in his shoulder. Wait, why did you give me the shotgun? Ironically, wouldn't the shotgun be very useful against the bubbles? It would. Not very useful against regular enemies, but I really don't know how to make any other stuff that is not the sea spawn. And I got the sea again, so... Alright. Really, dude? Maybe I should slide there, but there is a conveyor on the other side. Doesn't seem like the smartest idea to slide. Okay, with all the damage that I receive, might as well just drop. And that's a lot of unnecessary damage. Just that I keep forgetting to slide on the first enemy. This guy. Just slide and chill there. It would be nice if you could pick up the drop as soon as they get killed, but fortunately not. Alright. Nice. I didn't receive a single hit in all that section. At this rate, I'm gonna be speedrunning this level. It's definitely the kind of level that rewards knowing it very well, but this seems like a problem. Oof. What do we have here? Okay, more bubbles. That could be dangerous. Okay. Nice. Well, wait, hold up. Oh, but this is a boss, so that means that... Alright, well, that's something. Wait, where am I supposed to damage this guy? Okay, his shoulders receive damage. I don't know how many lives I have, though, so... That will be a problem. I could completely get rid of those things that shoot shit. Well, can he do anything now? So, like, unless he has a second phase, there is absolutely no way he can beat me. The problem is that this is gonna take forever. How many lives do I have? Well, I have a lot of lives, but the problem is that dying here will mean redoing... oh no, he has more shit. There is the actual Shogun. Alright. I don't think I can get rid of those things that shoot shit. But he has a whole arsenal of bullshit. Damn it. I thought I could crouch there, but no. So well, the problem is that now I also lose my weapon, don't I? I mean, I hope I don't, but I most likely will. No, I don't, surprisingly. Avoiding to get shot here shouldn't be that hard, right? I think it shouldn't. I mean, as long as you're not in the middle, you're not gonna get hit by well, whatever those things are supposed to be. Still hard to position yourself the first time, though. Kinda. Why didn't you slide? It's a little bit annoying this part, since you cannot jump high enough to hit him from the side, so you gotta go in the middle and then slide away. I still feel like he has a shit ton of health, though. Now, the problem is that, differently from the other... Oh, he laughs when he's about to shoot something, okay. I know how to dodge that, though. Maybe from the side? Yeah, you can just simply jump like that. Okay, that seems to be the strat. But as you will expect, this will take forever. Simply because of the sheer amount of health he has. And here you don't even need to slide, you can simply walk away. I need to work on that jump. That's the only thing that could kill me. So I don't know if there is a better way to dodge that. I don't know if there is a better place to crouch. I don't think there is, though. If you stay in the middle and crouch, it doesn't work. I fucked up. Nice. Nice. Quite crazy the sort of inventions that Shoker is coming up with here. Don't want to imagine the insane amount of time this will take without this weapon, though. Alright, I think I got his ass. We're in an island in the middle of nowhere. Well, is Shoker dead for real now or what? Probably not. He probably escaped that explosion somehow. I mean, maybe I bring it with me. But yeah, I guess that was the game. I will say, well, this one obviously looks a lot better. The graphics are amazing, and it makes sense considering that they are from the late NES, from 1991, pretty much around the time that the Super Nintendo was starting to appear. So it makes sense that the graphics look a lot better than the previous one, but I think the gameplay was weaker, especially some of these boss fights. I don't know what the devs were thinking, and also some of the level design was kinda weak. I think that overall the previous game was a better game, but this wasn't a bad game. This was still good, especially for NES standards, you know? It's as I was mentioning before, finding good NES games is hard, so this is one of the good ones, so At least there is that, and well, obviously you get to play as Batman, so that is very nice too. Yeah, it really could have. Some things definitely could have been done better, and we didn't even need to use the passwords. Interesting that it has a password system, even though just like the previous game, it's a game that you can easily beat in an hour and a half, maybe a little bit more if you if you are not used to this kind of game. Like it could take 3 hours, but it's still a very short game. All right, and just like the previous one, we get the presented by Sunsoft screen soft locking. Well, the previous one actually disappeared after like 1 minute, but hey, it doesn't matter. That was Batman Return of the Joker on the NES, so GG for this game.